Think you know everything about the world's biggest boy band? Think again. From secret hobbies to surprising pre-debut stories, we've spent months uncovering 10 rare facts about every single member of BTS. In this ultimate compilation, we're putting RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook under the spotlight. Let's start!
10 things you didn't know about Jungkook from BTS. Jungkook was scouted by 7 companies at age 13. One of the most well-known but still astonishing facts about Jungkook is how early the industry noticed him. In 2011, Jungkook auditioned for the Korean survival show Superstar K. Although he didn't pass the televised round, his audition impressed several entertainment companies behind the scenes. In total, 7 different agencies reached out to him with offers. At just 13 years old, Jungkook had more options than many trainees get in their entire careers. He ultimately chose Big Hit Entertainment, which at the time was a very small company. The deciding factor wasn't money or status, it was RM. Jungkook later said that watching RM rap made him want to join that team. That single decision shaped the future of BTS and global pop music. He is officially credited as BTS's main vocalist, lead dancer, and sub-rapper. Many fans casually call Jungkook an all-rounder, but this is more than just a nickname. It's reflected in his official positions. Within BTS, Jungkook holds main vocalist, lead dancer, sub-rapper, center, maknae. It's extremely rare in K-pop for one member to officially hold major roles across vocals, dance, and rap. Yet Jungkook has consistently delivered in all 3 areas since debut. In fact, several BTS choreographies place Jungkook at the center during technically difficult sections, which is usually reserved for the strongest dancers. Jungkook trained in Los Angeles before BTS debuted. Before BTS officially debuted, Jungkook was sent to Los Angeles to receive professional dance training. He trained at Movement Lifestyle, one of the most well-known urban dance studios in the US, working with choreographers who specialize in hip-hop and street styles. This experience heavily influenced BTS's early performance style and Jungkook's movement quality in particular, especially his sharp footwork, control, and musicality. If you've ever noticed how Western Jungkook's dancing can feel compared to traditional idol choreography, this is why. Euphoria was one of the longest charting idol solos without promotion. Jungkook's solo song Euphoria achieved something almost unheard of in K-pop. Despite having no official music video release at first, no live promotions as a solo artist, no radio push, Euphoria became one of the longest charting idol solo songs on multiple international charts, including Billboard's World Digital Song Sales. It was also used as the soundtrack for BTS's Love Yourself storyline, making it one of the most emotionally recognized solos in the group's discography. Jungkook holds multiple Guinness World Records. Jungkook is officially a Guinness World Record holder. Some of his records include fastest Instagram account to reach 1 million followers, fastest Instagram account to reach 10 million followers. He achieved these milestones without posting any promotional content, only casual photos. This highlights the sheer scale of his global popularity as an individual artist. He is left-handed but trained himself to be ambidextrous. Jungkook is naturally left-handed, but over time he trained himself to use his right hand just as comfortably. This ability helps significantly with choreography synchronization, instrument playing, sports and physical training, camera blocking, and stage positioning. It's a small detail, but one that showcases how adaptable his training has been since a young age. Jungkook can play multiple instruments. Jungkook is musically trained beyond vocals. He can play guitar, piano, drums. While he doesn't often showcase these skills publicly, behind-the-scenes footage and live broadcasts have confirmed his instrumental abilities. These skills contribute directly to his songwriting process, especially when creating demos or working alone in the studio. Jungkook almost became a dancer instead of an idol. Most people know Jungkook as BTS's main vocalist, but his journey almost went in a completely different direction. When Jungkook first auditioned for Superstar K in 2011, he didn't actually pass. However, his audition caught the attention of 7 different entertainment companies. 7. At just 13 years old, Jungkook was suddenly being scouted as a potential trainee. But what's fascinating is why he chose Big Hit Entertainment. It wasn't because the company was big. Big Hit was actually very small at the time. It wasn't for money or fame either. Jungkook later revealed that he chose Big Hit simply because he saw RM rapping and felt inspired.
Ram monster!
That one moment watching RM changed his entire life. So while the world now knows Jungkook for his vocals, dance was actually where his confidence first grew. Jungkook is a certified black belt in Taekwondo. Before his idol life fully took off, Jungkook trained in Taekwondo and earned a black belt. He's mentioned that the discipline and agility from martial arts helped him with dance, stage movement, and even stamina during performances. He's a skilled photographer. Jungkook is known among fans for taking incredible photos and videos of BTS and their travels. He often handles cameras during behind-the-scenes shoots, and has even held many exhibitions of his photography. Fans love seeing his eye for detail, which shows he's not just a performer but also has a creative visual side. 10 things you didn't know about J-Hope from BTS. Hey ARMY, what's good? Picture this. The guy who lights up every stage like a human sunbeam. The dancer who makes the whole world move. Our forever hope, J-Hope. But behind that unstoppable smile and those fire choreos, there are layers even the most hardcore fans are still discovering. Today we're dropping 10 deep cut facts only true hobby stans know. Buckle up, this is gonna be fun, let's hop in. Number 10. Before he was our dancing king. Little Jung Hoo-seok was dead serious about becoming a professional tennis player. In elementary school, he actually competed and snagged a bronze medal in a team tournament. Bet you never pictured Hobie with a racket instead of a mic. Number 9. He was already a legend in the underground dance scene, part of the street crew Neuron back in Gwangju. He won local battles, performed at festivals, and at just 14 took first place in a national dance competition in 2008. That's why his footwork still looks illegal. Number 8. Pre-debut, he almost went by a totally different stage name, Smile Hoya. Can you imagine the introductions? Hi, I'm your Smile Hoya, you're my Smile Hoya. Thank goodness he landed on J-Hope instead. Number 7. He actually failed his audition for JYP Entertainment before Big Hit scooped him up. Imagine if history had gone the other way. No Hobie in BTS. We don't even want to think about it. Number 6. Trainee days hit him hard. He was so down he temporarily dropped out of the debut lineup. Jimin and Jungkook cried. RM fought for him, and Hobie came back trusting his brothers. That J-Hope persona, he basically built it to become the sunshine we know and love. Number 5. His mom was his secret hero. Dad wasn't thrilled about the dance dreams, so she worked overseas to send money home and keep him training. Hobie was so grateful he wrote and dedicated an entire song to her. Pure love. Number 4. He's got this adorable, super specific habit. He can window shop for hours, staring at everything, but almost never buys a single thing. Retail therapy without the receipt. Number 3. Even though he's a world-class dancer, Hobie actually hates working out. Like, actively dislikes it. The man who makes choreography look effortless would rather skip the gym any day. Number 2. To fall asleep, he still loves having his hair gently stroked. A little ritual his mom did when he was tiny. If you ever get the chance to give Hobie head pats, you're basically giving him childhood comfort on demand. And the number 1 thing only real ARMYs know. Hobie is ridiculously close to his family. He has an older sister, Jung Ji-woo, aka Mae-ji-woo, total boss babe, model, and fashion CEO. And together they spoil their fluffy Shih Tzu, Mickey, dressing him up in bows and pins like the tiniest idol. Family first, always. Hey ARMY, picture this, the guy who melts our hearts with every smile. The Mochi King himself, Park Jimin from BTS. You think you know everything about him? Think again. Today, we're diving into 10 things you probably didn't know about Jimin. Let's jump right in. Number 10. Jimin was the very last member to join BTS, and he had the shortest training period of anyone. Just 6 months. He pushed himself insanely hard, sometimes training 20 hours straight and skipping meals just to catch up. That dedication turned him into the powerhouse vocalist and dancer we adore today. True fans know this story shows exactly why he's always been the group's hidden engine. Number 9. Before debut, Big Hit almost gave him stage names like Baby G or Young Kid. Jimin thought about them but said, "Nah, I'll just use my real name, Park Jimin." He kept it simple and authentic from day one. Only real ARMYs remember those early trainee stories and how he chose to stay true to himself. Number 8. He's a black belt in Taekwondo. After training in martial arts for 8 whole years. Kendo too, so yeah, don't ever try to sneak up on our Mochi. This is the kind of hidden strength that makes Jimin even cooler when you picture him flipping through the air on stage. Number 7. Jimin attended Busan High School of Arts, majoring in modern dance. One of his teachers saw his talent and straight up recommended he audition for a K-pop company. That single moment changed everything. True fans love this because it proves his dance roots run deep. He wasn't just discovered, he was destined. Number 6. His iconic nickname Jim Chim was born during American Hustle life. His hip-hop tutor Tony Jones started calling him Jim Jim, which quickly turned into Chim Chim. Jimin loved it so much it stuck forever. Only longtime ARMYs know the exact American Hustle life moment that gave us our favorite nickname. Number 5. Jimin and V were actually classmates at the Korean Arts High School in Seoul. Before BTS even debuted, they knew each other as regular students long before the spotlight. This little connection makes their onstage chemistry feel even more special. They've literally been friends since school days. Number 4. Despite those legendary abs and perfect dancer physique, Jimin has openly struggled with body image. Early on, he once confessed he felt overweight. It's a vulnerable side that shows how human he is, even while looking flawless on every stage. True fans protect this fact and send him all the love. Number 3. Chairs are officially Jimin's greatest enemy. If you've watched any variety show or live, you've seen the hilarious compilations, him slipping, almost falling, or straight up losing the battle against innocent chairs. ARMYs have turned it into a running joke because it's just so him, graceful on stage, clumsy with furniture. Number 2. Jimin was the first BTS member to cry openly in front of the whole group. Right at the beginning, he broke the tough idol image and showed his real emotions. That moment changed how the members bonded and taught us all that it's okay to be vulnerable. Only real fans remember how that single tear started it all. And number 1, the biggest one. Jimin is an absolute perfectionist. During trainee days and early debut, he used to blame himself for every tiny mistake and overwork like crazy. That drive is exactly why every performance looks effortless now. This is the secret behind the magic, his endless pursuit of perfection. You think you know Jin from BTS? Think again, because true ARMYs know there is a completely different side to him. Here are 10 things about Jin that only real fans truly understand. Let's get into it. 1. Jin almost became an actor, not an idol. Before debut, Jin wasn't even planning to become a singer. He was studying acting and had no formal idol training. When he was cast by Big Hit, he literally walked into an industry he had no preparation for. What makes this even more impressive is how quickly he adapted. While other trainees had years of vocal and dance experience, Jin had to start from scratch, learning singing technique, stage presence, and choreography all at once. And yeah, instead of falling behind, he grew into one of the most recognizable faces and personalities in the entire group. 2. Worldwide handsome wasn't given, it was claimed. Most idols wait for fans to create nicknames for them. Jin did the opposite. He openly called himself worldwide handsome during interviews and fan events. Fully aware it sounded bold. At first, it was seen as a joke, but his confidence and humor made it iconic. Over time, ARMY didn't just accept it, they amplified it. Now it's one of the most famous self-given nicknames in K-pop history. 3. His vocals improved through silent discipline, not hype. Early in BTS's career, Jin often received criticism for being visual-focused, but what most people didn't see was the work behind the scenes. He practiced vocals quietly, often without making it public or dramatic. No spotlight, no announcement, just repetition, correction, and persistence. That's why his current vocals hit differently. They don't just sound good, they sound earned, especially in emotional songs. You can hear years of controlled growth in every note. 4. He's the oldest member, but also the biggest chaos starter. As the eldest in BTS, Jin is technically supposed to be the responsible one. Instead, he often becomes the one initiating jokes, teasing younger members, and escalating playful arguments. But what makes it special is timing. He knows exactly when to bring humor into serious moments, instantly lightening the mood. It's not just randomness, it's leadership through comedy. 5. His competitiveness is way stronger than he shows. Jin often appears relaxed and easygoing, but when a game starts, something changes. Suddenly, he becomes strategic, focused, and extremely determined to win. Whether it's missions, variety show games, or simple challenges with members, he hates losing more than he admits. And the funniest part, he usually plays it off like it doesn't matter until he loses. 6. Off-camera, Jin is surprisingly introverted. On stage, Jin is loud, expressive, and full of comedic energy, but off-camera, he prefers calm environments. He enjoys gaming alone, cooking quietly, and spending time without constant interaction. He recharges in silence, which is very different from his public persona. This contrast is one of the reasons fans find him so fascinating. He's both extroverted and introverted, depending on the moment. 7. Cooking isn't just a hobby, it's how he expresses care. Jin is famous for feeding members constantly, but it goes deeper than just cooking skills. For him, food is a way of taking care of people. He doesn't just cook meals, he prepares comfort. Whether it's late-night snacks or full dishes, he often uses food to show affection without needing words. It's his quiet form of emotional communication within the group. 8. He secretly puts in extra practice when no one is watching. While many assume all training happens in group settings, Jin has been known to stay behind and practice alone. No cameras, no staff attention, just him repeating vocals or refining parts he feels unsure about. This kind of self-driven improvement is one of the reasons his performances feel so stable today, even under pressure. 9. His humor is actually very calculated. Jin is often labeled as random funny, but fans know his comedy is intentional. He reads the room extremely well. If tension is high, he breaks it. If things are too serious, he interrupts with perfectly timed humor. It's not accidental, it's emotional balance through comedy. He uses humor like a tool, not just personality. 10. His confidence was built, not born. People often assume Jin has always been naturally confident, but early footage tells a different story. He struggled with stage anxiety and self-doubt, especially during performances. Instead of letting it define him, he worked through it gradually, building confidence through repetition, experience, and exposure. So when you see him now smiling confidently on stage, it's not effortless. It's growth you can actually trace over time. When people talk about BTS, they usually describe Namjoon as the intelligent leader, the fluent English speaker, or the guy with the incredibly deep voice. But even if you've been ARMY for years, there are probably things about Kim Namjoon that you've never heard before. Let's get started. Most fans know Namjoon was one of the first BTS members, but many don't realize just how important he was to the group's creation. Before BTS officially debuted in 2013, Big Hit Entertainment had originally planned to launch a hip-hop group centered around Namjoon. He was the first member recruited and remained with the company while multiple lineup changes happened around him. In other words, BTS as we know it today might never have existed without him. It's kind of crazy to think that the world's biggest group started with one teenager and a notebook full of rhymes. One of the most famous things about Namjoon is his English. He's often acted as BTS's spokesperson during international interviews, award shows, and even at the United Nations. But here's the interesting part. He didn't learn English through years of studying abroad. Namjoon has said that he learned much of his English by watching the sitcom Friends with his mother. Think about that for a second. The person who would later address world leaders at the United Nations developed his English skills partly by binge-watching a sitcom. That's honestly one of the most iconic self-made success stories in K-pop. Before BTS, Namjoon was active in Korea's underground rap scene. Back then, he performed under the name Runch Randa. The name was inspired by the character Randa from the manga and anime series Zatch Bell. Later, when he became a trainee, he adopted the stage name Rap Monster.
Rap Monster!
But if you've been in ARMY for a long time, you probably remember when he officially changed it to RM in 2017. At first, many fans thought it was just an abbreviation. However, Namjoon later explained that RM could represent many different meanings and that it no longer needed to stand for Rap Monster. Today, many fans associate it with Real Me, reflecting the more mature artist he has become. People often focus on Namjoon's leadership skills, but his songwriting achievements are just as impressive. He has accumulated hundreds of songwriting and composition credits through the Korea Music Copyright Association, commonly known as KOMCA. What's even more impressive is how diverse those credits are. He's contributed to countless BTS songs, solo projects, collaborations, and tracks for other artists. Many fans know he writes lyrics, but fewer realize just how involved he is in the creative process. His fingerprints are all over BTS's discography. Songs like Spring Day, Black Swan, Life Goes On, and many others contain pieces of Namjoon's writing and storytelling. For a lot of fans, his ability to turn complicated emotions into simple but powerful lyrics is what makes him such a unique artist. Now let's talk about something every ARMY knows. Namjoon is legendary for breaking things. Seriously, over the years, he's destroyed sunglasses, phones, furniture, microphones, and countless other items by complete accident. The members even gave him the nickname God of Destruction. What's funny is that it isn't because he's reckless. He's actually known for being thoughtful and intelligent. He just somehow manages to knock things over, lose things, or break them at the worst possible moment. One fan favorite example is his ongoing battle with passports. Namjoon has admitted to losing his passport multiple times. Imagine being the leader of the biggest boy band in the world and still somehow misplacing your passport. Honestly, that's kind of relatable. If you followed Namjoon's Instagram, you've probably noticed something. His feed doesn't look like a typical celebrity account. Instead of endless selfies, you'll often find museums, sculptures, paintings, books, and nature photography. Namjoon is a genuine art enthusiast. His interest in art has become so respected that he's been recognized as a major supporter of Korean artists and museums, and he's known for visiting galleries around the world during tours. For Namjoon, art isn't just a hobby, it's part of how he understands the world. And honestly, that's one of the reasons fans connect with him so deeply. Here's something many newer fans don't know. Before becoming an idol, Namjoon loved writing poetry. As a student, he regularly wrote poems and even received recognition for his work. He reportedly posted some of his writing online and briefly considered pursuing a literary path. When you look at his lyrics today, that makes perfect sense. Many of his songs feel more like a journal entries or poems than traditional pop lyrics. Whether it's the introspective atmosphere of Mono or the reflective storytelling found throughout Indigo, you can hear the influence of literature everywhere. It's almost like Namjoon never stopped being a poet, he just found a bigger stage. In 2018, Namjoon made history when BTS addressed the United Nations as part of UNICEF's campaign, promoting self-love and youth empowerment. For many people outside the fandom, this was the moment they truly saw who he was. His speech included the phrase "Speak Yourself," which quickly became one of BTS's most powerful messages. Instead of sounding like a celebrity reading prepared remarks, Namjoon spoke about insecurity, self-acceptance, and finding your voice. Years later, fans still quote lines from that speech, and many consider it one of the most defining moments of his career. If you've watched enough BTS content, you'll notice a pattern. Whenever Namjoon gets a chance to relax, he often ends up outdoors. Parks, rivers, mountains, bicycle rides, quiet walks. Nature appears repeatedly throughout his music, photography, and personal reflections. He has frequently talked about finding peace in nature and using it as a way to recharge from the pressures of fame. When you listen to projects like Mono, that connection becomes even more obvious. It's almost like nature functions as his reset button. Now for the fact that might surprise you the most. Despite all his achievements, Namjoon has spoken openly about the challenge of balancing RM, the global superstar, and Kim Namjoon, the person. Over the years, he's shared thoughts about how difficult it can be to separate his public identity from his private self. For someone who became famous at a young age, that's a complicated reality. It's also one reason why so many fans admire him. He's never tried to present himself as perfect. Instead, he's been remarkably honest about growth, uncertainty, mistakes, and learning who he is. That honesty is a huge part of what makes people connect with him, not just as an artist, but as a human being.
ARMY, pause for a second. You think you know Suga? Producer genius, savage rapper, quiet introvert, cat-coded king, human embodiment of low battery mode but somehow still running the entire system. But 2026 changed the story. Today, we are looking into 10 things you probably did not know about Suga. If you love deep dives, accurate facts, and content that respects the artist while still being fun, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and stay until number 10. Let's get into it. Fact 1. Suga was the final BTS member to complete military service, and it changed everything. Suga officially completed his mandatory military service on June 21, 2025. He served as a social service agent instead of active duty due to a previous shoulder injury and surgery. He was the last BTS member to finish, which meant the full OT7 reunion could not happen until he returned. In very dramatic terms, Yoongi was the final Infinity Stone. 7 members, 1 stage, 0 missing pieces. Fact number 2. The name Suga has more than one origin. Before he was part of BTS, Min Yoongi loved basketball. His position was shooting guard. One of the confirmed origins of the name Suga is the first syllables of shooting and guard, a connection Yoongi himself mentioned in interviews. Bang PD suggested the name, and Yoongi embraced it partly for that basketball tie. So technically his name is sports-inspired, not dessert-inspired. From shooting guard to chart guard, he protects the beat instead of the ball now. Fact 3. He is one of the core producers behind BTS's sound. Suga began producing music before debut. He worked as an underground producer under the name Gloss and sold beats to local artists as a teenager. He is fluent in MIDI composition, sampling, and lyric structuring, and he prefers producing late at night, a habit that stuck from his earliest days. His solo album, D-Day, debuting at number 2 on the Billboard 200, was the result of over a decade of discipline and self-taught mastery. Fact 4. He openly talks about depression and anxiety. Suga has consistently addressed mental health in his lyrics and interviews. Songs under August D openly explore depression, burnout, identity crises, and social anxiety. While some artists flex money or status, Suga flexes honesty. He turns internal battles into lyrics that millions relate to. That vulnerability is one of the reasons fans connect so deeply. Instead of selling perfection, he is sharing reality. Fact 5. His shoulder injury was serious and changed his path. Suga's shoulder injury goes back to 2012. Before BTS even debuted, while working a part-time delivery job as a trainee, he was riding a motorcycle and was struck by a car at an intersection. The impact dislocated his left shoulder. He struggled with pain and continued performing for years before undergoing surgery in November 2020 to repair a torn shoulder labrum. Big Hit Music officially confirmed the surgery at the time. This injury later influenced his military assignment as a social service agent rather than active duty. When you rewatch older performances and realize he was dancing and touring while managing chronic pain, it adds another level of respect entirely. Fact 6. He has donated millions quietly and consistently. What ties all of this together is intention. Nothing about Yoongi's career is accidental, and that extends beyond music. Suga has a long record of philanthropy. In 2023, he donated 100 million won to the Hope Bridge Korea Disaster Relief Association for earthquake relief in Turkey and Syria. He has also donated to children's cancer treatment and COVID relief efforts. Several donations were initially anonymous. He may be known for calm expressions and short answers, but his actions speak loudly, quiet outside, generous inside. Fact 7. He publicly apologized for the 2024 scooter incident. In 2024, Suga faced legal consequences for riding an electric scooter under the influence. He was fined and issued public apologies. Instead of avoiding the issue, he addressed it directly. Accountability is not glamorous, but it shows maturity. Growth arcs are not just for fictional characters. Fact 8. His 2025 return showed a more reflective Yoongi. After completing service in June 2025, Suga returned to fans through Weverse and live streams. He thanked ARMY for waiting and spoke about reflection during his time away. Fans noticed a grounded energy, less chaos, more clarity. It felt like Yoongi had pressed pause, updated his internal software, and came back with version 2026 installed. Fact 9. He officially revealed his cat Taehyung. For years, fans joked that Suga was basically a cat in human form. On December 28, 2025, during his first solo livestream after military service, he officially introduced his cat Taehyung. Taehyung is a black cat. The name is short for Soltang, meaning sugar in Korean. He adopted Taehyung around 2022 from a friend whose cat had kittens. Suga described Taehyung as calm and affectionate, saying the cat's personality resembles his own. He also shared that fellow member Jimin visits Taehyung despite having a cat allergy. Introvert plus introvert equals maximum peace. Fact 10. His middle school love letter proves he was always a writer. Before global fame, before August D, before Billboard charts, 15-year-old Min Yoongi wrote a letter to a local radio station in Daegu. In the letter, he confessed that he had fallen in love with a classmate. He admitted he was too shy to speak properly. When he finally gathered the courage to confess, she said yes and they started dating. But he did not know how to act in a relationship. He became distant. They broke up. He used the radio letter as a public apology, writing that he was sorry for treating her that way and that he now looks back on it as a meaningful memory. This is not just a cute pre-debut story. Even as a teenager, he processed regret through writing. Before he wrote chart-topping tracks, he was writing apology letters like a future songwriter in training.
He's the man with the most handsome face in the world, a soulful jazz lover, and the secret weapon of BTS. But before he was V, he was just a boy from a farming family with a dream that almost didn't happen. From the heartbreaking reason he was kept a secret for years to the hidden meanings behind his unique art, today we're counting down 10 things you probably didn't know about Kim Taehyung. And trust me, number 1 will change the way you see his entire journey. Let's get into it. Number 10. The secret member mystery. Did you know that for a long time, Big Hit kept V completely hidden? While the other 6 members were vlogging and tweeting before their debut, Taehyung was the secret weapon. He's admitted it was actually really lonely. He even stood by trash cans just to watch the other members film their logs. He was so hidden that fans didn't even know he existed until the very last minute. Number 9. The farmer who almost was. If it wasn't for K-pop, Taehyung says he'd likely be a farmer. Coming from a family of farmers in Daegu, he didn't think becoming an idol was a realistic goal. He's often said that his grandmother is the one who taught him everything about hard work, which is why he's so grounded today despite the global fame. Number 8. The saxophone prodigy. V didn't just start with singing. He played the saxophone for 3 years in middle school. He even thought about becoming a professional saxophonist before he caught the dance bug. If you listen closely to his solo tracks, you can hear that jazzy influence that started all those years ago. Number 7. The legend of Vante. Taehyung isn't just a masterpiece, he creates them. Under the name Vante, a tribute to his favorite photographer Ante Bodzim, he shares his own photography and paintings. He's a huge fan of Vincent van Gogh, and his art style is just as unique and expressive as his personality. Number 6. He's actually ambidextrous. Here's a fun fact. V was born left-handed. However, he trained himself to use his right hand as well. You might notice him switching hands during different tasks, which just adds to the mystery of how his creative brain works. Number 5. His acting debut regret. We all loved him as Hansung in Hwarang, but did you know he was actually terrified during filming? As the only BTS member to officially debut as an actor in a K-drama so far, he felt a massive amount of pressure not to let the group down. The cast still calls him their fake maknae because of how much they loved his energy on set. Number 4. The I Purple You legacy. Taehyung literally changed the dictionary for ARMY. He coined the term borahae, or I Purple You, during a fan meeting in 2016. He chose purple because it's the last color of the rainbow, meaning, I will trust and love you for a long time. Now, even landmarks like the Empire State Building turn purple for them. Number 3. His unusual taste buds. V has some interesting food habits. He's famously not a fan of beans or extremely spicy food, but he absolutely loves Coca-Cola, to the point where he used to drink it with almost every meal. He also has a very specific way of eating. He likes to try a little bit of everything on the table. Number 2. The story of Yeontan. Yeontan isn't just a pet, he's a celebrity. But the heartwarming part? V did a massive amount of research before adopting him because Yeontan has health issues. He wanted to make sure he could be the best dad possible. Their bond is a huge reason why fans find Taehyung's soft side so endearing. Number 1. The audition he wasn't supposed to have. And the number 1 thing you might not know? Taehyung never actually intended to audition for Big Hit. He only went to the audition to support a friend. While he was just standing in the hallway, a staff member noticed him and encouraged him to try out. He called his parents, got permission, and was the only one from Daegu to pass that day. Talk about destiny. And that's all 70 rare facts about the members of BTS. From RM's leadership to Jungkook's hidden talents, it's clear why ARMY loves them so much. But now we want to hear from you. Which of these facts surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and let's discuss. If you enjoyed this ultimate guide, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to KoreaPop for more deep dives into your favorite idols. And if you're not ready for the marathon to end, check out this video right here, where we break down the most iconic BTS stage moments you might have missed. Thanks for watching, ARMY, and we'll see you in the next one.